introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Keith Rosenberg, producer, MC, and DJ.
Serial number? Um,
Yeah.
the way I understand your career is being birthed is Vicious Beat. Can you tell me how Vicious Beat came about?
Yes, actually, I was just getting into rapping, which was basically me evolving from breakdancing then to DJing, and I was pretty good at it. So people used to come to my face and try and beat me at whatever the next level was, the next step. So when people were rapping in my face, I started to rap.
What
And
year?
hmm,
What year?
this is probably like around 85, somewhere around there, I believe. I'm not going to be too good with the timeline, so I'm going to give you my best of what I got. I believe it was around 85, and I was breakdancing in the front of my apartment, and that's how I met Lace, because people were telling him that we got this white guy down the street. He's unbelievable. You got to hook up with him because he used to do a lot of popping, and I was doing a lot of stuff on the floor. So he came around, and we hooked up. We became friends. We were both DJing, and he basically he wasn't he was okay at rapping, but I was that was more my forte, and he was a better DJ, so we decided to make a group, and I got the name Vicious Beat from the movie Beat Street. There was a song in there called Vicious Beat. There were Vicious Beat Beat, Vicious Beat Beat, something like that from Brenda K. Starr, I believe it was. So I took that, we formed a group. He was my DJ, I was the rapper, and you want me to go into how we evolved from Vicious Beat to, yeah?
If I'm correct, you did a demo at DXJ's as Vicious Beat. Is that right?
Actually, we did. We were looking for somebody with an 808. So we did. We went to his house and we paid him maybe like $50 to use his 808, and I think we burned whatever the beat was to a CD and then or to a cassette tape at that time, right? I forgot we didn't have CDs back then, and that was it. And then we took it home and just made some lyrics, and George scratched over it. Lace.
When did Madness enter the picture?
Man, I went to school at Madness. I didn't know him yet. So what happened was I had weight training. I was working out, and winds up he was in my class. So one day somebody was saying, "Yo, this guy can rap. You guys should hook up." So I hooked up with him. We started rapping in class, and we actually, as we walked through the halls in school, we would rap in the halls. People would do a beat on the lockers, and we would be rapping, and we used to, you know, get the whole crowd going, in school, which was really cool. So then I told him, I said, "Hey, I got this group called Vicious Beat, and I think you would be, great for our group." So I introduced him to George, DJ Lace, and we all got together and became Vicious Beat together, the three of us.
Was Madness in the group before the DXJ demo or Beat?
Manus was after that, yeah.
Tell me about the Power 96 competition that you won.
Okay, Power 96 had a competition where you send in your best song. I believe it was somewhere around 10,000 entries. We recorded a song called Speaking on VD and a song called All in the Mic. I don't remember which song won. I think it was All in the Mic. So anyways, we got a call for Power 96. We won. It was a battle of the bands between 10 groups. There were 10 that they chose out of the 10,000. So it was at a club called City Limits, and it was a battle of the bands. So we won out of all 10 groups, and basically Funky Frank from Power 96 was a judge, Bo Griffin, Alan Johnston, and what's the other guy's name from Jose Armada, and I don't remember who else. But they were pretty much the main judges there to win a Joey Boy contract.
And you won.
And we won.
Was that with any help of the DXJ demo or the beat, or was this something else?
No, that was something that we recorded in Hollywood Sync. It was all on the mic.
All right, so tell me about getting contracts from Joy Boy. What'd you do?
Well, we decided to do the right thing from the beginning. I mean, this is our first contract, so we actually took it to a lawyer. We did the right thing. We took it to a lawyer, and we basically we were paying him off, nickel and diming him until it was time to sign the contract. And by the time we were ready to finish paying it off, it was time to sign the contract. And as Lace and Madness were already at Joey Boy waiting on me, because I was making the final payment, I was going to meet him over there, the lawyer sat down with me and he's like, "Look, before you go there, I'm going to make a suggestion. I mean, I recommend that you don't sign this contract unless you get certain changes made. I don't remember what they were, but he was explaining to me, it was filling my head with all these things that we needed to get changed. So I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go tell the guys when I meet up there. So when I got there, we all sat down. We sat down with Alan and Jose, and basically, I asked if we can make no. First, I told the guys. I said, hey, listen, this is what our lawyer said. We need to make these changes. Otherwise, he recommends we don't sign this contract. So I was a spokesperson. So I spoke to them and I asked them to make these changes, one change at a time, and they turned everything down. No, no changes. It's as is. We're not negotiating. Either sign it or don't, basically, is what they were saying. So I asked them so many questions. I got to the point where they're like, look, go home, think about it, come back tomorrow, next week, whatever. If you want to sign, you sign. So I left. And basically, Lace and Madness stayed behind. And after I left, about an hour later, I got a call from Lace, and he's like, look, we signed. This is all we got out there. This is all we got going. And, we got a record contract finally. We wanted to sign, but I want you to work with us. So please call them and sign. And I was like, you know what? If they're gonna go down with the ship, I'm gonna go down with them. So I called Alan, and they refused to work with me anymore because basically I was trouble. I was the one bringing all the problems with the contract to the table. So.
Did you have anything to do with Shake That Thing whatsoever?
Well, let's go back a little bit then.
Please,
Okay.
yeah.
So actually, before we were signing the contract, Clay D, they told us that Clay D was going to produce our track. I had Clay D's phone number. I was calling him every day at the studio. Hey, is it ready? Is it ready? Is it ready? I can't wait to hear this. And it wasn't titled Shake That Thing yet. It was just the track he was making. We didn't even have a title, a hook, nothing ready to go because we didn't hear a beat or nothing yet. So he was just producing the track. Like I said, I didn't hear anything until later on, to after they released it. But did I have anything to do with it? Well, I was supposed to. I was there while they were creating it, but as far as the music, but as far as the lyrics, I had nothing to do with that because they actually recorded that after after they signed the contract and moved forward with them. But I never got to do anything with them. Not as, and they changed the name to Vicious Bass, by the way. Yeah.